was going to say, right as I was looking at it, it fell off. I apologize. Let me see if I can pull up her time here. She had a 140.6. Yeah. So I don't know what, to be completely honest with you, I don't know what her times normally are.
There are 5 cars in the 140.x
range. Yeah.
And 4 out of 5 of those are either a 40.5 or a 40.6.
It makes it a little confusing. So Fiona, wait a second. Let's back up here. Levi Brown in the 420 car. Let's see here. Do you guys know offhand what that is? So he's got a Civic. Fiona with the S2000. Clay Davidson with the Mustang, the Fox Body Mustang. Sally with the Subaru. And then Chris Newman, who's street wheel drive. What's that car? What's that? An M3.
We are getting the checkered flag now. So it looks like this session is going to come to a close. Everyone's on their final lap. Surprisingly, though, James Houghton is at the front of the grid. So we might be seeing someone go for a fast time.
He's talking to Abe right now. I wonder.
I think he was trying to get in on this session, but maybe they'll put him in the front of Group C.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what's going on. James wearing his watermelon helmet. If you so wish, there is a watch that's available with a watermelon face to commemorate watermelon.
Avon watches.
Yeah,
right?
Avon watches to commemorate shenanigans, I think, right? Isn't that basically what it's all for?
Is there a backstory for that helmet?
There is. I don't know it well enough to tell it, and I don't know if I should tell it.
I have a rough backstory. I know that a watermelon was gutted and turned into a helmet.
As a joke.
As a joke.
Yep.
And then worn on his head at Road Atlanta.
Okay, so it was the Road Atlanta event last year when this happened.
May have been 2 years ago.
Okay. So, as a result, he now has a watermelon-themed helmet, and watermelon is a thing. And somebody brought a watermelon with the Matt Williams group. I don't know who it was over there that brought it, but there's one sitting over there, so I assume if people get carried away enough, they'll cut it up and turn it into another helmet.
That sounds like something you would do on a Saturday night.
It sounds like something you do on a Saturday night. We got the safety folks going back out again.
Oh, shoot. Who's out?
Yeah, I don't know for sure. While we were chatting about watermelons, something may have changed on track here, especially considering we were under checkered flag.
Big dogs. Happy to see that the drone is back out. Those shots are pretty incredible. Still impressed with the whole production this weekend. It's been pretty incredible, and the fact that we're even a part of it's pretty awesome. So,
yeah, we appreciate the folks from GRIDLIFE letting us announce Time Attack.
Way in the weeds. I don't even know what number that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure what car that is.
Yeah, Dan Lewis and his supercharged S2000. So
Supercharged S2000.
I believe it is. It used to be, at least.
Yeah, so we're looking at that now.
It's hard to keep up with these guys. They're always changing shit.
Everybody's always putting forced induction on.
It used to be a supercharged S2000. Let's put it that way. At least. Yeah, he's off somewhere. It's hard to kind of tell, but...
Yeah. I think...
I see a porta potty, so we must not be too far out of maybe Spectator Hill area?
Oh, wait, here we go. We got a drone shot.
Oh, he's not too far out there.
No, he's right next to the track, so he should be easy to extract. Hopefully nothing serious has happened there.
That might be a crew porta potty.
Looks like he's on the back straight after 10, so it shouldn't be too bad.
Might take us a hot minute here to get the safety crew out there. They got a little ways to go to get out there at a safe pace, not race pace, Robbie. It's a pickup truck with some folks in it.
And this crew is going to get out there real fast and get him out as quickly and safely as possible. I mean, they've been doing it all weekend. They've done, we've said it before, they've done a wonderful job. These kept us on schedule as best we possibly could, and we've been running pretty well today. So, given the weather and given some of the mechanical issues we've had, it's been a smooth running event.
Quick shot of the S2000 there, as folks in grid for Group C get prepared for their time on track. And we'll be switching over here very shortly. We've been doing a really good job, I feel like, especially with this last Time Attack session, of getting people in and out as efficiently as possible. So a big thank you to the crew that runs the track. They've done an excellent job.
We got some debris. Is that a splitter? Yeah, you're too far over.
So,
Adam, you're out of shot.
So what was that? Was that a splitter or was that a piece of the...
It looks like maybe an end plate for a wing or the corner of a splitter.
New fan.
Yeah.
Does it say something on it?
Yeah, it's got a logo.
Can't tell.
I'm going to go with end plate.
Okay, we'll say end plate.
Yeah. You don't properly secure an end plate, it falls off, I guess.
All right.
This isn't
So
a drift session. So
No,
they
it's
didn't
not.
get too close to the wall on initiation.
we're going to be moving into Group C here in just a few minutes. It looks like we got a few cars up front here. What do we got? We've got James Howden at the very beginning
Yeah,
of that
James
group.
is right there in front. A couple of Civics.
Anthony Estrella here. He was part of the
driver
battle that
Yep.
they had with Nitto Tires just a couple of hours ago. That was announced by Mike. That was a really cool thing to see, which should be available online at some point if you guys want to rewatch that. It'll be interesting to see what James is up to going out on track again. I'm hoping that he's not experiencing issues and he can put down a fast lap.
This white FD that's in grid right now, a beautiful, beautiful car. Could easily have been in the showcase as well. So.
Yeah, so that was the car that was in all the GRIDLIFE promotional material
it's
about
the
a week.
primary car that's in the poster for this event and stuff like that.
Yep.
So. Oh, yeah,
So-
look at that. On the live stream, we got these Power Wheels.
Absolutely.
Actually, I'm familiar with the guy who builds these. Love them.
Yeah, that's the some level of Von getting Mustang, and then
No, actually, it's the Hoonicorn.
oh, it's the Hoonicorn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Twin turbos sticking out the hood and all.
And then we've got
Looks like a supercharged Corvette of some kind. So
I can only assume it's a big block. I mean,
why
with
wouldn't
all that
it be?
supercharger sticking
Yeah.
out the top, it's a big block toy. Why not?
yeah, I've seen those, especially the Hoonicorn one, quite a few times. When you have a 3-year-old, you run in those circles. So
All right, we've got the S2000 under tow. Should just be a few more minutes here. We get
close to
the
pit in, so he should be able to get off track pretty quickly.
yeah, we can see him here on that back straight, headed towards 11.
Yep.
We come to a stop. Oh, looks like maybe
Tow hook fell
Nope.
off or something.
they're back out again.
Forgot a crew member. Hate it when that happens.
Anything else you guys are looking forward to this evening? This last drift session should be excellent. The track conditions are good. If they can
Getting
maintain
better.
here for about another 30 minutes, those guys will be out here making some smoke, which, Adam, you had requested earlier.
Yes, and they did all right the last session, but I think we're going to have even more this session. Last session of the day, it's time to get rowdy.
I've done a little bit of drifting. I'm very amateur, but I can tell you when it's that wet as it was out there,
Yeah.
that takes a lot of talent too.
Yeah.
You lose a lot of that grip, which a lot of people that don't know about drifting, you do want grip and drifting. It
More than
sounds
you'd
weird.
think. Yeah.
It sounds weird, right? You're kind of fighting against the grip that you want, which is a weird concept. But those guys that go out there when it's wet like that, all of them. I mean, even the amateur guys, the Pro-Am guys, Pro 2 guys, they all did a really excellent job, I felt like, in that super wet drift session. So, but it'll be fun to see them be able to go full tilt.
For being on the wet, they sure seem to be in control and following like a normal line.
Yeah, absolutely. So it looks like the safety truck is still out between 10 and 11, and I don't see him moving right now. So we'll see if we can get that car extracted here
You
in a
can see
relatively short
the
period of
flags on
time.
the live stream that the wind is still up there. It's died off a little bit.
That's us. If you're watching the live stream, I'm waving. Hello. That's the podcast booth. So this is kind of a new thing. I mean, it's kind of relatively new, especially for the festival.
Yeah, they've always done some sort of announcing out of the tower. Nothing into this production level. The video this year is new, and the production level went from 0 to 100 real fast.
Yeah, I really like the stage concept because it kind of gives it gives a little bit more credibility to the announcing side of things. Adam Jabez handled a lot of the announcing for GRIDLIFE for a lot of years, and he's just a guy that's stretched super thin. So this gives an opportunity for some more people to come out, contribute to GRIDLIFE, and add some additional quality and reach to the show, which is really cool. Continues to give it a different voice and allow the festival and the other events to grow.
They're slowly moving that
Yeah.
S2000. Not sure what
Is that moving?
they were. Not anymore.
No, I don't know that he's moving now.
Hopefully it's not like a locked diff issue or something along those lines where the car won't move and it's got to be towed instead.
I see some tension on the rope now. Yeah, it did kind of look like there was
It
some.
looks like
there
maybe
was,
it's...
Did you see those marks where obviously he had
Oh, yeah.
locked something up,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
potentially? So I don't know. Maybe they are having trouble actually getting it to move.
Blow a diff, and things can go south quickly. So
Coming up about 10 till 6, we'll update you if we get any other timing updates, but the last update I had is we're about 20 or so minutes off schedule, so drift will be about 6:20, 6:30. And then, of course, I talked a little bit about some of the stuff that's coming up on the main stage for entertainment. After we finish drift, they'll have HPDE, so intermediate, beginner, and advanced. So if you're on site or going to be on site shortly, that's what's going to be going on track after drift finishes up. Tomorrow, same thing, quite a few HPDE sessions. GLTC practice will be at 10 o'clock, followed by another session of HPDE. I see here lunch and parade show laps, some paced laps. That'll be at 11:20, and then drift will go live again at 12 o'clock. Followed by quite a few more sessions of HPDE. GLTC race number 3 will happen at 1:40 tomorrow, so tune in for that. We'll have Tom O'Gorman and Kyle back from SimTV, and they'll be announcing that. And then they will conclude with the 4th GLTC race for this weekend at 3:40. I want to thank everybody for joining us again on the live stream. I want to thank the folks that work on the live stream for getting it up and running. They spent quite a lot of time on Thursday and Friday getting everything working, and everything seems to have been working well today. So that's been really great, and hopefully it's provided some people online and not on site with some entertainment.
They're definitely struggling with that S2000.
Yeah.
This is out of character for them. They usually have a car in pits by now.
Yeah, so obviously something very seriously is wrong with the S2000. It's just kind of creeping along. Shot of it there. You can tell by the pace that the safety crew member is walking at that the car's not moving very fast at all. So taking a look at the schedule for tonight on the main stage, starting at, looks like 5:50, so this should be going on now. Super Future on the main stage at 6:30 Zebo, and at 7:10 Show You Suck. At 8 o'clock Dogma will be on the main stage, 8:45 Graves, 9:45 Oliver Tree, and 10:50 Getter. So it should be a pretty amazing lineup if you guys want to head over to the entertainment area over there where the main stage is. There's going to be music through the rest of the night, which is pretty awesome. There's also some other entertainment out there. They've got a bar as well.
They got the arcade set up. We have basically some computer games set up, or like Xboxes and stuff on these lounge chairs right there that they're playing. They also have actual arcade games, and then also I think they have some of the simulators from the GRIDLIFE game nights.
Yeah, absolutely.
So there's not necessarily lines, but there's been people playing on those all weekend.
Yeah, so there's other entertainment options here. For those that maybe haven't been to a GRIDLIFE festival event, there's quite a bit to do. There's a lot of stuff out here to do.
Back there with the trailer, looking like that SR20 or the S2000 is going to need to be towed out of there.
Yeah, TBSS running a trailer out there, near and dear to my heart.
Does it make you miss it?
You know what? No.
No, you still don't miss it?
No, I don't miss it.
No,
I really enjoyed it when I had it, and when it was time to let it go, it was time to let it go, I think.
It's good that you're realistic enough to realize that.
Yeah. But I appreciate anybody that has one for sure, because it's kind of a rare thing.
It's an interesting and unique thing that Chevy made there.
Yeah, you can legitimately say it's a Corvette-powered
Blazer,
because that's what it is. It's an LS2, so a 6-liter, early C6 Corvette.
Yep.
That's good. I can be nerdy like this on here, and nobody bats an eye. It's totally fine.
Yeah.
Usually people don't want to hear me talk about LS stuff, but it is what it is.
They can't stop us now.
I don't own one anymore.
That's true. You
I don't own an LS anymore. No, I don't. It's all gone.
Robbie's kind of taken over as our LS guy.
Robbie is the LS correspondent on 10 Tons Podcast now.
Yeah, I daily drive an Avalanche, the LS Swap 240, but I have no LS in the 350Z.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah.
You should just take it into consideration. You did get a super deal, a ridiculous deal on a...
I actually got threatened to be punched today when somebody found out what I paid for that car on the engine, so maybe I shouldn't be broadcasting what I paid for that car. But no, I missed it.
So I guess we just announced the TCR battle will be coming up here after Time Attack. I know, so FCP Euro brought out their TCR Volkswagens, and Tom O'Gorman is here with his TCR Civic Type R, and I think they're going to do kind of like the Toge driver bracket battles that we had here at Midwest last year with those two cars, kind of racing against each other.
Oh, okay. That'd be awesome.
Pro driver to pro driver, pro car to pro car, just kind of giving us an opportunity to see those cars in action.
Yeah, so stick around for that. That should be here in just a few minutes. If you've been watching the live stream, we're just waiting to clear a car. It looks like it will not roll up on the screen here. We're trying to get it loaded onto a trailer and get it pulled out of there so we can continue. Should be Group C coming up, right? I've lost track. I've been standing up here long enough. I forgot what we're doing.
This is Group C coming up. Usually as the weekend goes on, a lot of times we'll end up condensing D and E into one.
Yeah.
Or, so I guess
maybe we can make up a little time that
we'll
way.
See if that's a possibility or not. It's hard to say. This is the final one of the weekend, so, could go either way.
Yeah, I'd be pretty surprised if anyone skipped it unless it was a mechanical reason or like they were forced to leave early. So,
or if you're Matt Williams, you don't care.
Yeah, just let somebody else borrow your car. It's fine.
We love Matt, though. We'll just give him a hard time. He's literally like the nicest human being I've ever met.
The best part is he'll probably never hear this.
No, he won't. So we can just keep talking about him.
Yeah, it's fine. And nobody probably knows who we're talking about.
Yeah, he was in the driver battle, by the way. If you watch that,
the FCRX7.
Yeah, I think I think it said the team name. I don't think it said
Team
Williams.
Brap.
Yeah, Team Brap. So it didn't say Williams.
He went against Charles Miller in the Evo.
He did.
Better known as Spaz.
Spaz?
Yeah, that's his nickname. So
fair enough.
We go with it.
Yeah.
He lives up to it from what I've seen.
That was a really good battle. I mean, those
yeah,
what
they
were
were
those, like
they
3/10
were,
or something like that. It was really close.
Well under a second between the two. I've seen that RX-7 likes to throw a flame or two, which is kind of a rotary thing.
Isn't that the whole point of having a rotary?
I think that's the
throw
only
flames
point
at people.
Well, the Brap noise is great for some. I like them. The flame is really the main thing, though.
Especially at night.
Yeah, absolutely.
Throwing flames, throwing fireballs. We were talking briefly with the photographer that, I don't know if he was with Nitto or what exactly it was, but he was trying to figure out if he could capture any of the flame-throwing capabilities of the rotary tonight. I don't know if he's going to run that car in HPDE a little bit later, but I don't know if it's going to be dark enough.
That's where I saw it yesterday. They were running it. They had gotten those Nittos mounted and were scrubbing them in.
Oh, okay.
And they were just out in an HPDE session, and I saw him coming into the braking zone in turn one here. And I mean, it's not just it would not be hard to catch it with a camera. Let's put it. He's got time.
Well, hopefully that comes to fruition.
I must have some sort of street port, peripheral port, something along those lines.
Well, we got several people out there salvaging the S2000.
How do you drag a car up onto a trailer with a locked rear end? That's the issue, I think.
Well,
and a really low front splitter.
I was going to say the other question is, this is not the trailer that this car came on, which means it probably won't go on that trailer. I feel that. I feel for you.
I bet that walking the paddock when it's time for these time attack cars to go home, you really see some ingenuity.
With 2x4s.
And race ramps and Lord knows what else.
We've talked about this at length before on our show. I don't understand why nobody makes a trailer door or ramps that you can just drive a race car into out of the box. Go to the trailer store, buy it.
If only we could afford those airbag trailers, this wouldn't be an issue.
Or the like the Falcon truck here, the semi truck, they've got the whole gate comes down. You just drive on. It's right. You just drive over. That's the problem.
Yeah, we just all need.
We're just too poor.
We all need semi trucks and toter homes. It'd be fine.
You have to pay for that convenience, Adam. Yeah, here we go. We've got the
TCR cars.
Yeah, the
lining
TCR
up
cars
here.
up here at the front of grid.
So I'm not 100% familiar with this, but I know TCR is a newer class for these cars. They're just been recently introduced in Australia, apparently.
Oh, okay.
And there's a number of them. There's lots of manufacturers that are making these TCR cars, so it makes for real interesting racing because you've got lots of people involved in it. They're reasonably priced as far as professional level race cars go, and they're all pretty well competitive. And I think that these two cars, these particular drivers at least, race in separate series. So this might be an opportunity to see these two cars together where you're not going to get anywhere else.
Yeah, that's really cool. FCP Euro brought some really cool cars with them. In addition to these cars, they've got I assume it's an E55 AMG. I don't know for sure.
Dapper Drift.
Dapper Drift.
I feel like that targets you.
That's me.
That tickles your
that's
fancy.
Totally me. Should go make friends with that guy. But it's a really cool. It's a E-Class. I don't know my E-Classes, but it's the round headlight one.
Right. Yeah, I'm not there either.
It'd be about the E55 AMG generation of car. Don't know what's powering it because I haven't had a chance to look at it really closely yet. But it's kind of that drift taxi idea that's become really popular, like Chris Forsberg's car and all that. So it's nice to see those guys too bringing out.
I wish I would have known about FCP Euro when I owned an Audi, because apparently they have a pretty sweet warranty on a lot of their parts. And I mean,
I'm interested to look it up now.
Yeah.
That I'm in the German car
camp again. If you own a
again.
Euro car, you probably need to be looking into FCP Euro.
Yeah, I'll be looking it up when I go home. I keep thinking about checking it out while I've
right.
been here, but it's so busy. I have a Euro car now.
European car owner.
I am a European car owner now.
I forget about that sometimes. I haven't seen it yet.
But that's something for everybody else to check out too if they're not familiar with FCP Euro. They brought some really cool cars out to GRIDLIFE Midwest Festival. All right, they've got part of the car on the ramps.
Do they get the front bumper off? No, it doesn't look like it.
No, I think the
Looks
front
like
bumper's
they're just
on.
Going for it, aren't they? This is where those quick releases comes in handy.
I'm sure he's probably getting to the point where he's like, just drag it on. I've been on the track way too long.
Please make it stop.
Just get me out of here. We'll worry about it later.
Some of the folks in the camping area there.
Everyone's waiting for the track to get going again.
Yeah, waiting for some action.
Again, just an incredible turnout for this festival.
Yeah, really great turnout.
Incredible crowds watching the racing all day. Everyone's enjoying themselves in the camping and the festival area. And it seems for the most part, everyone's just kind of been as courteous as you would expect them to be in the paddock and stuff too. Like, it's a pretty open paddock. Anyone can kind of go and see the cars and mingle with the pros, with the drivers. It's a very inclusive environment. So like even just if you're just here to camp, you can still walk around and check everything out, within touching distance.
Just don't touch them. Don't touch a car that's not yours.
You get within touching distance, and then you stay away.
As a general rule of thumb, that's how you should live your life.
That's show car. That's the car show rules.
Oh, they're making some progress there. Possibly some rear wheels on the ramps. And a shot of the paddock there. That's actually a pretty good spot. I know where that is. That's kind of down where our tent is on the other side of the tower there. That's quite the spectator spot, sitting up on top of that trailer. And the wacky wailing inflatable arm tube man. I'm not sure who brought that. I think they've brought it before, but I'm not sure who it is.
You can see the concert's getting underway. Crowd's starting to form. That will be full of people here in no time. And it doesn't show you the depth, but it just shows you exactly. It'll get full of people. Yeah, we're making a little bit of progress there. Almost got that S2000 up on the trailer. Shouldn't be long.
That was a good idea. I was trying to figure out why they had brought the Trailblazer with the trailer up to the front of the grid, and now I understand why.
They needed it.
It was a great idea. It wasn't there on Friday.
It totally worked out. And we should be back underway here real shortly. We are
So that we were under, or not under, but we were, checker flag was out when that happened. So obviously Group B is going to be done. Everybody should have cleared the track from that session. So we'll be moving on to Group C here in just a few minutes. Follow along with timing, the Race Hero app. Just click on GRIDLIFE TrackBattle Midwest for live timing. You can also go back, check results. If you missed anything from, earlier today or yesterday, all that timing information is available. You can follow along basically how we follow along.
Yep, we got the S2000 out of here, so we will be going hot here real soon. It's always a frustrating way to end the session, though.
Yeah, it is frustrating for the...
He's made it all weekend, and then now he's got something to fix.
Frustrating for the driver, for sure. All right, we got cars going out.
James Houghton leading the way.
Yeah, it looks like the FCP Euro cars are going out. I assume to get a little bit of time on the cars.
Looks like we're sending them all out with time attack. So we've got James in the lead, the TCR cars behind him, and the rest of Group C behind that. So quite a field.
Yeah, it is quite a field. Shot of turn 2 down to turn 3. You can see on your right side how many people are still camping up there. They call that Spectator Hill there. There's so many people out there and so many people on the left side as well. It's just a small portion of the number of people out here.
Got a couple of unlimited cars. Jeremy Boyson and his FT86 headed out there as well.
Yeah, you can see him heading out to turn 3 now. Our drivers here are going to make almost a full lap, start their timing on the front straight.
You can see Jeremy running without a hood. He was fighting some cooling issues earlier in the week.
Yeah, unfortunately that car has had some repeat issues when they've brought it out, even last year to GRIDLIFE events. They were fighting an issue with the thermostat earlier. They've just had some general cooling issues. The car will not stay cool. They changed the thermostat. They were changing some things in the tune when I was in his paddock yesterday, and I don't know exactly what they figured out, but he is out there running with no hood.
So James going slow around the front, trying to set himself up, it looks like, to get a nice start.
It's going to be interesting to see.
Quite slow. I'm not sure what he's doing.
Well, he didn't get off, Robbie, so that's a good start. He's headed down the front straight.
He's going down the front straight. So. Nope, he is out.
Nope. James Houghton going from turn 1 to turn 2, and really looks like he's on a flyer. Make sure you're paying attention on Race Hero or on the live stream. We should have some timing here in just a little bit. We're starting to see some names populate on the Race Hero app. So the guys are on timed laps. And there we are on the left side of your screen. Such a good-looking car, such a wide car.
The car is so incredible, man. I follow him, quite a few different places, and I just can't get enough of this car. One of the it looks like Tom O'Gorman's TCR Civic spun out a little bit right there in
turn 5, I think.
Middle of corner, turn 4.
Turn 4.
So, thankfully behind James, so he can still get his flyer in. It doesn't look like he is in a position where he's going to get stuck. Just needs enough clear track to get backed up and straightened out. Oh, I thought that was 4. My bad.
I looked before we started this for the 4th time today.
Yeah,
I finally checked it.
Yeah, it's fine.
High level of professionalism from us. For some reason, that his car is not moving. So we've got, it doesn't look like, not a full course caution, obviously, but just a caution there at turn 5.
James coming into turn 11 here. Let's see what kind of time we can.
So he would have been behind James, so we'll see what James's time was.
Yep.
Yeah,
hoping that Tom's just waiting for a clear enough track to be able to back up.
He's still mostly on track. I guess if the caution's out. He's easily visible. So
Yeah, he's moving now. He was
Okay.
just waiting for a clear spot to back up.
yeah, fair enough.
Looks like James must have gone off.
Yeah, we did not see
completing
James
a lap.
set a
David
time.
McAllister, our first timed lap with a 1:44.7.
Estrella with a 145.891. Mitch with a 146.377. Estrella was one of your drivers in the driver battle that we mentioned
The Honda
earlier.
Civic.
Yes, in the white Honda Civic. Yeah, there he is now on camera.
Not a car I'm super familiar with, but a very nice build nonetheless when I got it up to be able to look at it while it was in the driver battle.
Nice shot of the backside of the track from the drone. It's a hard part of the track to really get a perspective of, really from anything other than a drone. It's turn 10, A and B. So those guys turn to the left and do the full course. You could, in theory, turn to the
I
right.
think that the shorter section is original and is not often used anymore.
Looks like we got a Corvette that spun out at turn 5. Not sure which car that is. Number 32, which would be Ron Mullet.
Great name.
Not sure.
Great name for a Corvette owner.
No comment.
Yeah,
No
he
comment.
went there. We
I'm
can't leave it alone.
I'm not going to offend the
He
Corvette
put it
folks.
on there.
He got right back on it, though. Maybe just
Right back on
overcooked
the
it as he was going into 5 there. We got some changes at the top. I was going to say Estrella took the number 1 spot with a 142.371. Wow, we got a lot of people.
Anthony Leclerc with a 141.725.
David McAllister with a 141.949. Jeremy
Jeremy
Boysen.
Boysen, there we go, turning in a 141.4.
That's got to feel a little good after all the issues he's had with that car over the years. We've seen Jeremy pilot some other cars, including an 86 and GLTC, and he's got a GT4, which is currently in the shop. So he's running a few different cars.
Last year he ran his Hurricane Performante.
Yep, he's got the Performante, which he's not tracking this year, to my knowledge.
I think the tire budget was the issue. I think that car's very hard on tires, and they're very expensive.
I would think so. Really great shot there of the number 36 Ben Mitch in the RX-7. The RX-7 that we talked about that's in all the GRIDLIFE promotional material. Apparently that's done by an artist. I wish I knew who the artist was, but that's something that an artist actually puts together for GRIDLIFE as part of their marketing
It's
material.
something you could buy here. I saw people walking around with
copies
of it. So
that's cool.
I'd imagine he has one.
I would hope so.
I would.
Waiting for some cars to come back around to the start-finish. There's Anthony in the white Honda Civic. It looked like he was on turn 11 there, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there he is coming across the start-finish. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. Moved up to second with a 141.940. Just about.
Boyce coming across the finish line.
Is he? Yeah, Jeremy chipping a little bit of time off. That car.
140 with a 077.
Yeah, that car, when you look at it, obviously it's capable of some extremely fast times, but with all the issues he's been having, I wouldn't be surprised if he's kind of backed out of it a little bit.
Yeah, I'm curious what that car is actually capable of, because it's extremely well built, and if you could just keep it together, it could compete with some of the rest.
I'm not even sure he's had any time to really get used to the car, shake it out, or anything like that.
I know he hasn't.
I kind of followed the build on Versus Engineering, did a lot of the aero work, and they just recently finished. You just got the car back from them not that long ago. I would guess that not having the hood on that car probably negatively affects the front aero package.
Absolutely.
And so he's probably dealing with maybe a car that pushes a little more than it should because it doesn't have as much downforce in the front as he should, and so the car's not as balanced as it could be.
Several cars that are headed from 2 to 3.
That Lotus has the best sounding exhaust of any car. It just screams.
again, it's fun. It's like the Alfa Romeo. It's fun to see cars like that. Are cars designed for track use, but maybe don't necessarily get track use to see, a Lotus, an Alfa, a Viper ACR, or whatever it is. It's really fun to see those cars out here.
Really closing the gap in front of the cars in front of him. So let's see if he can improve on his 140.477.
We'll see if he throws down a flyer. Anthony
Jeremy
Estrella
Boyson with a 137.828.
All right, now he's not messing around anymore.
He is getting a feel for that car.
Anthony improved his time as well with a 141.117, still staying in that number 2 position. David McAllister, 141.273, also an improvement. Not a lot of changes in the top 3, 4, 5. Basically, everybody just getting a little bit faster as they get more time on track in this session. It looks like we're going to have Group C up next. I don't know if this is D, excuse me. I don't know if it's D and E combined.
Trying to get back on schedule.
Yeah, we're a little bit off schedule, obviously, with having to extract that car.
You see the heat coming off.
Yeah, look at the heat coming off Jeremy's car. And now he's got smoke.
Yeah, he's got smoke. Can't tell if he's
We'll see it when he gets back under power.
It's a well-planted car, so I can't tell if he's going really fast or not.
Is there a trunk on there right now, or is he not? Is he trunkless as well?
So that car has a fake trunk, not a front, like a front trunk, but a fake trunk. So the thing just kind of pops out.
Okay.
So I don't know what the use of that would be necessarily to pop that out.
Well, it just didn't. It was black. I was almost wondering if it wasn't there, or if it's just like a carbon fiber one and it isn't part of the wrap or something.
Yeah, we'll have to see. We're watching it here on the drone footage at the backside of the track, turn 10. As he's headed towards 11, I can't tell what pace he's on, but it doesn't look like he's really getting after it.
Yeah. Looks like we're not going to get a flyer from James in this in this session either.
No.
He's disappeared. So
we got the checker flag out as well. So everyone's gonna be wrapping up the last spot.
Yeah, Jeremy stayed on track though. Yeah, so maybe he's going to try for one more. He's letting the car cool down. Jeremy's not someone to back out of it. If the car's breaking, Jeremy's probably just going to break it.
You gotta make it.
God love him. Oh no! Wait a second. We're watching.
On it.
Yeah, we're watching Jeremy now. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I can't tell.
Who knows? Could be any number of things. He could have just backed out of it.
he took a checkered flag. He shouldn't continue. That is technically
very true. Absolutely.
the correct thing.
The checker did technically come out before he
Right.
crossed the stand, so
Right.
you're absolutely right. 100%.
As much as we would love to see another lap anyway, that's not the right thing to do.
It's not.
The courteous thing is to call it. Nonetheless, the car showed that it's got potential. It's got the pace.
Absolutely.
Just need to get it sorted out. Like any unlimited build, it's got some teething issues. So
Again, not a lot of changes to our top 5. Richard Wilkins did move up, though. He is at number 3 with a 141.203. And I don't know if Tony DeCero was in 5th before, but now he's got a 141.691. I mean, look at the grouping for 141. I mean, super
it's
tight.
super tight once again. And again, not even all cars from the same classes. It's amazing how many of these cars are so tightly, grouped together, despite being in different classes and different runs. And
Cool shot of one of our crew members here at what I think is turn 5, if I'm not mistaken. And a big thank you to our drone pilots, giving us a perspective on all the races that we've seen, including drifting.
drones just feel like cheating. 'Cause they just automatically make everything cooler.
You talking about because it looks like everything's on a gimbal? You get that real
Yeah,
soft,
and like
it's just real
these things
smooth.
are so fast.
They are fast. You missed out on the drone battle earlier.
I did. I was not paying attention to I was paying attention to other stuff and missed out on that.
You missed the drone battle, and you
we
missed.
got a twerking cameraman.
Oh,
Get somebody.
I don't know
if he knows he's on camera.
I don't know how to give.
Actually being broadcast.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know how to give any commentary on that. It just is what it is.
We have a good time.
We are having a good time. Drone battles, twerking.
Well, the party's starting earlier for some.
It's a cool shot of the
about to go roll through the paddock, make everyone feel inferior with their
with his
their
sweet
builds,
Corvette,
his
his
Corvette.
sweet big block Corvette.
Yep.
Fisher Price, no less. Brand name.
I really need to do stuff to my son's Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, you should mod that
I need to
thing
step
man.
up the step it up.
Step the voltage a little bit.
Yeah. Well, no, it needs like aero parts and
Oh
ridiculous
yeah,
things.
But when he gets to that point, you'll want to kind of.
I'm not ready to give him more horse or more speed.
Sure.
He's not there yet. So. All
Full
right.
shot
Group,
from the drone.
Group
of the
D
grid.
headed out. Can't tell if it's getting darker or getting later.
Yeah, it's definitely getting darker. It's only 6:20. Obviously, we're a few minutes off. Not even just our delayed schedule. Let's see if I've got a text here. I do. Doing an extended tow of a car that won't roll. We will be roughly 45 minutes behind schedule. Expect drift at 6:45. So at 6:45 or thereabouts, we'll commence with drifting. But right now we have Group D out on track for GRIDLIFE Time Attack, and this is our last session of Time Attack for GRIDLIFE Midwest. We appreciate everybody joining us on the live stream.
There might be an E yet. I'm not sure.
Yeah, we're kind of taking a look at grid here to see if we see some additional cars come up here like there's a Group E. Seeing several of the Group C cars rolling out to the paddock.
We haven't had a call for E that I remember, but that doesn't mean it hasn't happened or that it won't soon. Time Attack E called the grid, so we still have one more run group after this. I think we're being briefed.
Yes, Mr. Jabea said that he has briefed us on TCR.
He's going to.
He's going to. Oh, here he comes right now.
Should we get him on a mic?
Yes, we should,
All right.
if we can here. We'll, no timing updates at the moment. There should be a few guys that are on flying laps here as they cross the start-finish line. Adam Jabay, the glue that holds this festival together.
The man who's more important than he realizes and would never say such.
He is the humblest man I've ever met.
Yeah.
But he is extremely important and does a lot for the GRIDLIFE folks. So if you're somebody that doesn't deal with the racing side of things specifically, maybe you haven't met him, but he does a lot for the festival and a lot for the non-festival events so that we can keep things moving on track safely. He is our race director.
Such a cool shot of these cars coming around the corner there and just flying. Tires squealing. I don't see
Yeah.
anything happening, though. Looks like we're all still on course, at least. So,
Sorry for the brief intermission from the announcing booth there. We're just getting an update from Adam Jabay. The TCR cars will be going out here after this last Time Attack group, and that'll be the one after the one that's currently on track.
Yeah, we are back after getting briefed by Adam Jabay on the TTCR race battle, whatever you want to call that. We will be trying to catch up here on the time attack.
Yeah, so Robbie, go ahead and announce that first name for me, the guy that's in first place.
George Bordet. Man, I can never get that one.
We need to go introduce
he
ourselves
needs
to him.
Tell me how to pronounce it.
Yeah. He's currently, we've had...
Nope, he's still in first. It's just...
There we go, 146. Oh, no, some things are changing. Stephen Barnes, 146. 496. And then George comes back with a 146.276.
And David Hornberg with a 146.410 in second place.
Yeah, look at this grouping again with this group. It was 141s in the last group. It's 146 in this group. Just as I say that, Ryan comes through with a 146.134. So, I mean, the difference between him and...
First through six is within, what, 4 tenths?
Tenths, yeah. All tenths of a second there.
Very, very tight.
Yeah, tight racing at Group D, that's for sure.
Ryan Gato's jumping to the top at 146.134.
Yeah, a shot there of Stephen Barnes in his blue Subaru wagon. Car 259 on track. Nathan Park, Mitsubishi Evo, headed out to turn 3. But some really close racing here in Time Attack Group D. So we wait for some more times to update here. We can see the TCR cars preparing here at the grid, as well as the Group E cars. That's the Stay ELS 2000, piloted by Ryan, who's currently in the number one position for this group as he passes the start-finish line, improving on his time with a 145.835. So taking... What was that, almost a second off of his time? Not quite, no, about 0.3 of a second. But moving down into the 145 territory. Kind of a cool livery on that car. Giving a wave to the crowd out there in the camping grounds. Yeah, there's George in the second position in his yellow S2000. He's currently about 4 or 5 tenths of a second behind Ryan. It's really a close battle there between the S2000s for the Group D time attack battle.
Wait for the guys to come back around.
Yeah, I was going to say, taking a shot here between 10 and 11.
Tightly grouped bunch, so it's a lot of action all at once.
Should be cresting the hill here. Yeah, here's George in the yellow S2000. Headed towards turn 11. We'll see if he can improve on his 146.2. George headed towards the start-finish line. Quick update on his time in here in just a second. He did take a little bit of time off.
Yeah, David Hornberg jumping to the class with 145.420.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. David in a Roadster modified Mazda Miata.
I believe Roadster Modified is one of those classes where a group of people can get together, kind of make their own rules for their own cars, and run them as an officially sanctioned GRIDLIFE event.
Not sure what's going on here. We got several drivers with...
I think we missed the checker flag. Everyone's going in.
Okay.
The
Fair enough.
2-minute warning for Group E. So I think they're trying to move these guys through as quickly as possible to try to get back on schedule so we can wrap this up. Great racing for everybody involved.
Yeah, that was actually a really great session. All those drivers were within about a second of each other in that 146, 145 territory, so it's really cool.
Yeah, we got David Hornberg finishing off with 145.420, Ryan Gatos with a 145.835, and then George Custombarde 146.027. And I know that's not the way you pronounce it.
We're trying. We're doing our best.
George,
we're not the pronunciation people.
George, if you watch this, you should let me know how to.
Yeah,
pronounce
please
your
come
name.
over and introduce yourself. We'd love to announce your name correctly. The TCR drivers came over and tried to prep us for that coming up.
I already forgot.
Yeah,
So we're just going to give it our best.
We're doing our best here.
I have this really great ability that if you introduce yourself to me, I immediately forget it.
No, it's not even that for me. It's more that you just stopped listening for some reason. It's the time when you should be listening to people because they're telling you your name, and for some reason your brain shuts off and you stop listening. And
I'm totally somewhere
It's
else.
a totally rude thing to do, and
I'm terrible at it.
We're doing our best. We'll get better, I promise.
Is there a way to practice and improve that? I should definitely
Just
do
introduce yourself to random people, Robbie.
yeah.
All right, we got
Can you
Group E.
imagine Robbie just like cruising down the downtown street somewhere, just like introducing himself?
No, not at all.
Be great.
I might actually pay money to see that.
I might actually learn people's names then.
How has this experience been for you, Robbie? This announcing in front of these people going out to we don't know how many people. We actually don't know how many people will watch this. Us personally, the GRIDLIFE people know, but we don't have a clue.
Millions will watch it.
Millions of people are watching this live stream.
I felt like we're doing okay.
How have your nerves been? You're not really a people person.
I don't need to talk to people up here.
That's true. There are no people up here but us. It's literally like us podcasting at home. We're just up here.
It's a little bit different, but it's gone pretty well.
Yeah. It's actually been really enjoyable. I'm glad we got to do it a little bit at round 5 last year, and this is similar but different.
I think the biggest thing was I did not have an understanding of how long we'd be standing up here. I think if they would have told me on Wednesday, like, yeah, you'll be up there all day Saturday. Okay.
You would have lost a lot of sleep.
We need to talk about this because I'm not going to sleep until Saturday.
That's why we didn't tell you. Adam and I actually knew all the details. We knew that this.
That would make perfect sense.
We just didn't tell you. We're trying to save you from yourself.
Robbie, your favorite car's back on track. The Festiva has returned.
Whatever time he gets, he wins. That's the class winner. That's the overall winner. That is the Spirit Cup winner.
Yeah, there we see Joe King or Joseph King. I don't know which one he goes by, but he's in turn 10 there, headed toward turn 11. That's awesome. Look at that shot. Drone chasing.
That was not turn 10.
That was not turn 11, 10 or 11. I apologize. Totally wrong.
Now we're getting towards turn 10.
Yep.
Totally lost on where we are on track.
The director just said, you screwed up the announcer because you're doing such an awesome job. He's not wrong.
He was doing a great job.
He was doing a great job, and I wasn't paying attention.
A long, sweeping,
it was
fast
cool,
turn.
though. It was super cool.
Keep up the great work. Keep
really love the
That's
drone
fine.
shots.
There
You can see,
goes Gil.
I was going to say Gil at the bottom of your screen there. You can see him coming up in the black Accord in the middle.
He's been improving all weekend.
Yeah, he's been doing really well. Shot there at start-finish. Should start seeing some times populate here very shortly. Oh, we're on the brakes.
Yeah, Gil is pulling out of the way. Probably to make room for that Festiva. He knows he's going to get gapped. Sorry, Gil.
Yes.
Festiva keeping pace with everybody. Dewey out front, though.
Excited to see what Dewey can do in that car in the dry. We saw, a surprising pace from him given a shakedown in the rain earlier today. So I'm excited to see what he's able to turn out. Whoa, we got a car spinning into turn 5 here.
S2000 completely backwards in turn 5.
Reverse entry, I think, is the term, right?
Yeah, I think basically need to have a meeting with the time attack drivers and tell them that they're not auditioning for drifting.
You don't know that.
That's true, I don't know that. But that was quite the recovery, though, to be honest with you.
All right, Dewey across the line. First time we've got here, a 139.4. So starting out, a 139.14. starting out strong. That is going to be an awesome car when he's done with it. It already looks fantastic. Getting a few more times here. Steve O'Hannison with a 150.2. Kyle Champagne with a 150.6. David Riemann with a 150.8. So we're all, Nick Steniford another 150.9. Again, the grouping is incredible.
Except Dewey.
Yeah, and then we have Dewey.
He's the outlier of speed.
That's what happens when you show up on Saturday.
He's fresh.
Yeah, well, that's fair too. He didn't have Friday night to ruin his pace.
He's got to prove himself. He's got to make up for not being here on Friday.
Gill seemed to be having issues still.
Yeah.
He's out there going very slow. I assume he's coming in.
We'll see here. It's kind of hard to tell from where we are whether or not he pitted.
It sure looks like he did.
But I don't see him coming up the front straight, so I think we can assume that he probably did. See if he heads back out or if he heads to his paddock here in just a couple minutes.
Dewey coming around turn 11. See if he can improve on his time. Coming up the front straight. Seems to have slipped.
Yeah, Dewey with a 147.6. So definitely off pace there.
I wonder if he got caught in traffic or something. Definitely
Yeah.
slower than what we were expecting.
May have just been a cool down. We'll see what he can turn out here in a little bit. Daniel Greenwald on camera now. The black Evo 10, number 100 car. He's running a 158.7. Is that Gil right there at the end of grid?
Yes.
Looks like he's headed back to his pit. So we'll have to...
Choke.
Quick reminder, we're going to do a TCR battle here in just a few minutes. We're coming up on 5 minutes into the Group E session of Time Attack. This is the last group for Time Attack for the GRIDLIFE Midwest Festival. It's been a really excellent day, I feel like, and I'm sure the track staff really appreciates it. Everybody's done an extremely great job with a lot of changing weather conditions.
Yeah, all things considered, it's been a pretty awesome day.
Yeah, it definitely has.
We are seeing a cold front and some wind coming through with the dark clouds, so hopefully that can hold off.
Yeah, if we can just get through a few more minutes.
Yeah, we have Jabay on the announcement giving us the hoping that the heavy stuff will miss us. So if we all wish hard enough, maybe it'll actually...
Oh, car 85 off track.
Again. Same car that spun out in turn 5 earlier.
Yeah, Jimmy Diggs with a
Seems
quick...
to have a problem with that turn.
Yeah, Jimmy Diggs off track just briefly. He's currently number 3 in this session, though, with a 148.683. So I'm sure he was probably just getting after it. Maybe got a little carried away, but he's placed well in this group for Time Attack anyway.
Yeah, I thought so.
Car 234, Brad Riemann in the Focus there, getting past. I think by an S2000, I couldn't tell there from the end of the straight. Yeah, there he is again in the Focus. Steve O'Hannison on your screen now in the yellow S2000. No shortage of S2000s out here.
Definitely not.
You can have your choice of color.
I think that might actually be the most prevalent car on track this weekend. Could be Civics. It's kind of a toss-up.
There's a lot of Civics. Yeah, Alex and the Spec Fit, we talked a little bit about, I think earlier today, not as many Spec Fit cars out here as previous sessions of GRIDLIFE.
Yep.
But nice to see somebody representing the class. Yeah, Nick just came across the start finish. They're not improving on his time, and when it looks like we got a yellow flag out.
Standing yellow there.
Yeah, standing yellow. We'll see what's going on here. We'll try to get you an update on what's going on.
Not sure where that's at even.
We're not seeing anything here from the announcing booth.
Like the 789 complex somewhere in there.
Checking to see if there's any other portions of the track that we can't currently see that may have a car off. Looks like maybe we've identified the car that's causing the caution. Give us just a minute here. Oh, there we go.
He left some tracks. It looks like he spun and then tried to get out and dug himself into a hole.
Yeah, it looked like he was on his exit out of that area and maybe just didn't make it.
Yeah, they're definitely going to have to get him some help to get him out of there.
Yeah, that's the TF Works Civic. I'm not sure who's piloting that in this session, but he's real close, unfortunately.
Almost made it.
Getting close to 10 minutes on this session.
Dewey's exiting the pits, heading back to his paddock. Looks like everyone's kind of wrapping it up here. It looks.
Yeah, he put down a flyer, and then that was about it. So, but he definitely was the leader for this session. Yeah, his laps after that, he had a 139, a 147, and a 156. So,
just getting a feel for the car.
Yeah, so be it.
We got Nick Steniford at 147.365 a second, and then Jimmy Diggs,
yeah,
and 148.683. We are getting the checker flag, so it looks like we are wrapping this up. I think soon we'll get the Civic out of there, and then we will get to the GTC race. TCR race. I apologize, misspoke.
There we go, checkered flag. Just a few minutes left in this session. Oh, 85 off again. Jimmy Diggs.
Jimmy Diggs.
Third time on this session, I think,
yeah,
for keeping track.
Times, but just overcooking it.
And I don't know if it's hard to tell from that angle if that's two or what I'm looking at there as far as corner.
Looks like he's moving under his own power. Hopefully he can get himself out without getting into a hole.
Another shot there. Looks like he's going to be able to make it out.
That's good. Not sure where he's at.
Coming to a stop while he waits for traffic.
Is that that's the top of three, ain't it? Nothing dragging. Not oiling down the track. It looks like he's just a little dirty. Oh, wow.
He was at 11. Yeah, he was over here. Just caught a shot of the tower there.
Yep.
So he was trying to throw down, and
he was cooking it on the last turn.
Got a little carried away.
Too far. That's easy to do.
Understandable.
I've done it.
Robbie actually has done it.
Maybe it's not easy to do, but yeah, I've done it.
It definitely happens. It looks like we got the safety crew stage to go out here as soon as we get all of our cars off track.
They're heading out now, so we can keep this rolling.
And I'm sure the guys in the TCR cars are definitely ready, anxious to get out on track.
They've been there for a few sessions. They were chomping at the bit to get out there, and it'll be fun to watch them go at it.
I've been excited to see these cars all weekend. I think it's going to be cool. So,
they run any other sessions? They run HPDE or anything?
They've been running. They've done ride-alongs. Have they been in the TCR cars? I think they actually have been, haven't they? Yeah, they have been. Yeah, they have been. I know FCP Euros given like a ton of ride-alongs, not only apparently in their TCR cars, but they also have some more street car style cars that are, trackable still.
Sure.
And they've put in a ton of ride-alongs, as well as their drift car. So,
shot of
Spectator Hill there. Filling in pretty good there, isn't it?
just a quick announcement from Adam. Sounds like we're a little bit farther behind, so we apologize for that. But we're still going to run the TCR cars, and then we'll move to drift. So everybody, please just hang with us here for a little bit while we get another car off track, and we'll switch over and do TCR, which should really be exciting. It's something to look forward to. So if you're a Time Attack fan, watching the live stream, stick around.
Wheel-to-wheel fan.
Yeah, if you're a wheel-to-wheel fan, absolutely.
You know, some pro-level cars.
What's that? There will be transponders, yeah. This is the internet. So this boom lift right here is the only thing that's keeping us connected to the world right now.
So in a previous profession, I used to install those. I know how much of a pain they can be. And I can't imagine trying to do that with any level of accuracy on a boom lift. So that's impressive. Kudos to them.
The director is saying in my ear it was the worst thing ever. So
I'd also like to know how they got that guy out. You almost would need two of those.
I don't know. Maybe it's best we don't know.
Suppose you could go up, aim it, bring it back down, get the guy out, and then take it back up with lower
and
controls.
Try to. Kudos to Bob is what I'm being told for doing that.
Kudos
he somehow
to
got
Bob
that set up
indeed.
and got us online.
Kudos to Bob, indeed.
If anybody's been out here,
whatever he's getting paid, he needs a raise.
if anybody's been out here, as we've mentioned previously on other broadcasts, this area is fairly small as far as population, and so they don't have the cell
Also
coverage.
way out of town.
Yeah, the cell coverage that you might want if you triple the population for an area for a few days. So
I know, we live close to a pretty major university that'll bring in 100,000 people for a football game, and I know that all the local cell phone companies put up temporary systems for those kind of events. It's not going to happen at something like this, and it's just going to bring the cell phone system to its knees.
So definitely kudos to the folks that work behind the scenes so that we can have live broadcast.
These drone shots are too cool. Got the showcase there.
Yeah, just to your right.
This is as good as going into it. I don't even need to go there now.
Shot of the stage.
Do you remember who it was we were watching towards the end of the night last night? Or towards the end of my night, anyway? Luca Lush. The guy was very into it. Lots of energy.
Oh, yeah.
I think, Luca Lush sounds right. Pretty sure that's right. So. So I guess both of these cars points leaders in their respective series. One of the FCP cars and Tom O'Gorman is. So top of the line drivers here clearly.
Absolutely.
Really cool.
Quick shot just a moment ago of the drift paddock with Ryan Turek, Chris Forsberg.
Some guys getting buckled up, it looks
You
like.
were paying attention. You could
Drift
see
is next.
Jared Deanda, I think, is in the shot there right at the top. Drift will be going live here after we get through this next session here.
Turek in a new Papadakis built.
Yeah, he's in
Corolla,
he's in a Corolla,
which
which
is
we've
cool.
not. I've not seen him run this Corolla demo car before, so it's the first time I've seen it.
Unveiled here, I believe. So
It's a really cool looking car. I like the
I know
like
they
the
were
livery.
putting stickers on it last night yet, so it's that fresh of a build, I think.
And they're throwing some folks in the back of Forsberg's drift taxi. So they'll be going out here very shortly.
I think we just got a 1 minute warning for the TCR cars.
Awesome.
TCR car is kind of difficult to say.
TCR car.
It
Yeah.
doesn't really roll off the tongue like I want it to.
Sweet shot of the podcasting stage. Hello to the drift pilot. There he is right there. TCR car is kind of there to be on the left side of pit in. Yeah, right side of our stage. Stage left. That's confusing. Let's not confuse that anymore. If you're
Never.
watching the live feed, they're to the right of us, to the left of the grid. And we should go live here in just a few minutes. And these cars do have timing corresponders on them, so we'll get some timing as they pass through.
I wasn't sure if we were going to get transponders on these cars or not. I kind of heard both ways.
So it's going to be a surprise for all of us.
Yeah,
then,
Jabay confirmed to us that they are. So here they go. Tom O'Gorman leading the crew here. So I guess the plan here is give them about 10 minutes of track time, let them just kind of play around with each other, chase each other, little cat and mouse game, see how it goes.
Getting real wild.
That's how you heat up tires. I think that they do that in every race, right?
Now, do we know if this is track battle style, or are we just going to let them run? We haven't really been given a lot of direction on how they're going to do this.
I think this is a free-for-all. We're just going to have some fun. Gonna, see some silly things. Maybe some real tight passing. Just see what happens. Oh, that was a mess.
Yeah, you can see how
deep that Civic was buried.
Yeah, and just how wet it is out here.
Yeah. Doesn't take much to end your session out there right now. Tom O'Gorman coming into view.
See here in just a few moments. Hopefully we'll have some timing. We can give a little bit of commentary on what's going on track. But TCR cars out there now. If you're just joining us on the live stream.
Getting our cameras set up. They seem to be getting themselves set up.
I believe until we get some additional timing information, I believe that's Herzen in the middle and then Vincent in the back. As they turn into turn 3 and then into 4. Nice shot of 4 there with the camping in the background. And there's Tom O'Gorman out front. These cars kind of remind me at some level of like BTCC cars, but maybe not quite as prepared as that.
I think that they're very closely related to. I was going to try and Google it, maybe get a little more information for us.
Absolutely.
Then my phone died. So, classic me.
But one of my favorite things, just in general, is sedan racing. Like I was talking about the 190E that was part of, I think he was doing some time attack sessions as well as GLTC. It just reminds me of old British Touring Car Championship racing and sedan racing. And for me, I don't know. That's just something that really appeals to me. It's probably why I like V8 supercars. It's
Yep.
the same thing. It's just kind of
super fun to watch.
It's super fun to watch. You know, they're cars that you recognize. Definitely these. We got Civics and Golfs. I mean, that's
very
stuff
closely
that.
matched. We got Tom O'Gorman running out front.
So let's see what we have here for times as they head down the front straight out of 11, headed towards 1. Tom O'Gorman with a 136.273.
Mike Herson with a 136.57, and then Nate Vincent with a 137.151.
Yeah, it sounds like they're really getting after it now as they head out from turn 2 headed towards turn 3 and Spectator Hill. And it looks like actually...
they are doing track battle style, aren't they? Tom O'Gorman letting Mike Herson pass him.
So it looks like these cars were built for WTCC.
Okay.
And are using everything from obviously WTCC to European touring car. A bunch of like Thailand and China has TCR racing. America, so it's a huge, broad class. Ran all over the world. So Tom here, kind of in a Volkswagen sandwich.
No, he's in the
in
back
the
now.
back
Yeah,
now,
he's
man.
moved all the way to the back position. It's Herzen and Vincent in the VWs out front.
136s are not slow times, so
Yeah, it helps kind of gauge. Obviously, we got dry track conditions, so you can kind of judge how fast these cars are. As they pass by the drone, headed toward turn 11, and then back onto the front straight.
here they come roaring down the front straight.
Yeah, everybody off pace on that lap. Tom O'Gorman still holding the fast lap for our TCR race, I suppose we're calling it. With a 136.273. That last lap from him was a 141.251. So obviously, but he let obviously the FCP Euro cars go around him.
Looked like he was gonna maybe make a move for a pass there, but then tucked back in behind.
Be interesting
Vincent.
if we could kind of get some wheel-to-wheel action going here. As I was saying, everybody's really off pace. Michael with a 139.288, and then Nate with a 38.559. The two FCP cars, the VWs.
Taking some time to get readjusted to get this battle in. I'm curious how aggressive they will be. Let's see if Tom's going to try to go for a pass or see if he can get in front, or if they are just going to do a track battle style and just see
who can run the fastest lap.
Right.
Yeah. Again, I don't think we really had a specific plan for this, but it's just kind of a cool thing to let these TCR cars go out and have a little bit of a battle. Here comes Abe. I don't know if he wants to.
I don't know why they're showing us. Have we lost him?
The drone had to land, he said.
Oh shoot, we lost our drone.
Sounds like we
I would say we
had to take the drone down temporarily, so we don't have our drone shot at the moment. We can see all three cars
coming down the back straight,
headed towards turn 11. The two FCP cars out front, Tom in back, and we'll kind of see if those guys have been on a flyer or if anybody's been looking for the low lap time as we come across the start finish here in just a second.
Nate Vincent with a 135.926 jumping to the top of the pack, but it looks like the other cars have gone off track.
Yeah, Tom and Michael have decided to pit. We'll see here in just a moment as they come to the. Well, I don't know if they're going to be able to come to the front of the grid.
Yeah, they got the drift cars waiting in the grid.
Well, I guess Nate's on a flyer. He can do whatever he wants out there.
Let's see if he can improve on his time.
He's got some open track time. I didn't see any flags or anything, so
nope, it seems to be nothing in his way.
We'll just let him run out there in his Volkswagen Golf, Liquid Moly FCP. I dig the Liquid Moly livery, the FCP Liquid Moly livery. It's just kind of cool. It's very Euro.
Yeah, it looks really
for
good
lack
on
of
that
a
car.
better term.
You can hear the drift cars growing impatient as they've been waiting to get on track.
How dare you? Drifters are not impatient.
You hear their roars.
I think that's it for our TCR cars.
Is he coming off track? Is he going to finish
Nate's
this
on the
lap?
back there.
Are we going to get replaced as the announcers, or are we just going to marathon this thing and do drifting?
I don't know.
They can take the mic away from me, or fight me for it. That's fine. There's right there. Oh, he's coming in hot on turn 11. Oh, no, one straight. That's it. Well, your winner, Nate Vincent, with a 135.926.
Yeah, good work, Nate
I don't know
Vincent.
who wins. I don't know who loses. So I'm declaring Nate the winner.
Thanks for hanging out with us as we've kind of talked through all the time attack sessions over the course of the day. We really appreciate GRIDLIFE letting us and myself, Michael Beck, Robert Veerhout, and Adam Nielsen have an opportunity to come out here and chat with you guys at the Midwest Festival at Gingerman Raceway. It's been a real honor. We appreciate it very much. And we're going to hand off here to some drifting in just a moment as the guys from Maximum Driftcast make their way up to the stage. I think Jared Deanna will be up here in just a few minutes as well. So thank you very much again from all of us from 10 Tenths Podcast. We really appreciate it.
Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check.
I gotta talk to him already. Yeah, we're good. We're good to go. You want to fire up? Sure. All right, go for it.
We are here live with the final, I believe, drift session of GRIDLIFE Midwest 2019 on Saturday. There's still more drifting tomorrow. I am Sam, a.k.a. Drift Idiot. I'm here with Paco Ibarra.
That's correct.
Ibarra.
Yes, see.
Roll them.
Yeah.
And we have a special little baby boy guest. That's Ryan Literal
Hi.
without a beard.
I thought it was Jared Deanna lost some weight.
Yeah, Jared Deanna lost about 10 years, 2 kids, a wife, and all of his facial hair. And we
gotta
are
get
immediately
down.
watching Vaughn and Chelsea out here getting crazy. Here comes the
Falcon
Falcon
boys.
boys. And Ryan, you are a pro drifter yourself. You're not driving today, probably because of how late you were up last night.
100%. I have you to thank for that, right?
Well, you know, I may enable some people, but I'm not going to say either way. But yeah, we got some dark clouds coming in, but no rain yet, thankfully.
Not yet. It's supposed to rain when everybody's going to be partying tonight. So
Yeah, that'll be good though.
Yeah,
I mean, you know,
100%.
that's not going to
It's
stop.
probably going to be like Woodstock '99.
That's not going to
You
stop the
remember
party. I was there. Man, and everyone is turning it up for this last session. Whoa! Who's S13? I always forget. Is that Matt? Yeah, it's Matt.
Yeah.
Matt's in the fast, or not the fastback, the coupe. We got Odie is in the fastback, and then Dye is in the S15, and JTP, of course, in the Mustang. We see Riley and Corey getting ready to do a little full send, just a little full send, I guess.
Ryan.
Yes, sir.
So last year,
Yeah.
I think you made a statement on this track. You're doing probably the most aggressive entries, like literally killing the game. What do you think? Like, who's been doing better this season right now?
I think a lot of drivers are really stepping it up this year. Wow, look at that. Look at Turk and the Papadakis car ripping. I love this whole production that GRIDLIFE
That
has for the
Toyota
live
car.
stream.
Ryan will be fast to say Toyota car.
Okay.
But Papadakis did build it, and it is a piece of art.
Okay. Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, they get more aggressive each run, and they've obviously driven together. Probably maybe more than any other duo in drift history.
Right.
They've got more laps under their belt, so they're very comfortable with each other in tandem, on the track and off the track. They have bunk beds that they usually sleep in.
Sick.
They rock paper
So they're
scissors.
always tandeming.
Yeah, always tandem. Well, we say that. That's actually one of the things that we've mentioned lots. It's they go tandem on and off the track in a friend's way.
So
Who do you think is doing the best entries? Like my result.
From what I saw, I mean, I think the Falcon guys are killing it. Yeah.
Falcon
guys are killing it.
Yeah, it's awesome having the dynamic angles of live stream
Dude,
here.
the live stream is just really impressive. You know, who really impressed me this weekend is Jeff Stoneback.
Yeah.
He did really good. I saw his driving was really fluid, really together. It's really cool to see him out here driving. You know, he used to compete in FD a lot. And
Yeah.
he's kind of taken a little hiatus and focused on his
But
family.
now he's
and
just
his-
chilling and doing sweet grid life stuff.
Yeah.
Was that, Paco, was that LZ in the yellow, the gross yellow car, as Jared would say?
I think he's driving his other car, right?
Looks like it, yeah.
Like a yolk, yellow.
Yoked. Totally yoked.
Those cars just look so good together.
Yeah, it's always fun to see the Falcon scallops just in unison. I can't believe how dark the sky just got, and then it's still daytime, thankfully, but it's looking beautiful. Here we see Chelsea Denofa about to come on track. FPV, flown by Mr. Steele.
Oh, there's a boy.
There's a boy, Corey. Riley, he's making it hard to follow him, but having a good time. Riley's passenger, thumbs up.
Corey's car looks great. I
Yeah,
love the new
we're
look.
proud of Corey's livery. He showed me a V1 version of livery, and I said it looked gross. And, and then he fixed it. I don't want to say that I was fully responsible, but I think I helped.
You're damn right.
Oh, here we go.
Taking my job.
All right, here we go. Here we go. We just said that he's a younger, more handsome, childless, wifeless version. No, he's not wifeless, childless version of you.
You're wifeless. You don't have a wife.
I mean, I am engaged.
You are engaged.
Yeah.
And your lovely fiance is awesome.
She's amazing. I'm a lucky man.
You are a very lucky, fortunate man, and you are a very handsome man. If I shaved, I definitely would look like you.
I think you would. You are my distant brother.
I would say I'm more of a paternal figure than a fraternal brother. Look at this. So the Falcon guys out here absolutely shredding. Justin, oh look at that, and then they get joined up by Yoshihara. What? So sick. Full send alert. Look at that. Call the cops. They just killed it. That was awesome. Sliding.
Timing. That was awesome timing.
Call the
Awesome
cops,
timing.
they just killed it. Have you been working on that one for a while, or is that like a new thing you're trying out?
I've been saying it for years. You just haven't been paying attention. It's totally okay. A lot of people don't listen to me anyways, but I've been saying it for
right
years.
now it's just kind of like just a wave of Jaredisms, I guess. You know, I just hear, oh, doctor, call the cops, ouch, ouch, ouch.
What? Oh, doctor, what's the other one?
I don't want to say what the next one
Send
is.
it?
I was about to say unfortunate things. What's oh, yeet. Can you change send it to yeet it? Or
Oh, whoop, whoop.
whoop, whoop.
Yeah. Yeah, whoop it. Can we whoop it?
People don't know, but Gerald just got officially accepted to the League of Juggalos. He's a
It's
member now.
I get knighted with actually a beef jerky stick. It's not a sword. It's a beef jerky, teriyaki beef jerky, and then I have to chug a Faygo.
Well,
actually, a full 2 liter of
Whoop,
Faygo.
whoop for you, fam.
Yeah, whoop whoop.
Welcome to the
Yeah.
club.
Paco, I know you already bought your Juggalo Fest tickets. I can't wait to see you there. Wait, I mean, I can't wait to
it's
hear
called The
how
Gathering?
it was. The Gathering, sorry.
Thank you.
Sorry, my bad. Let's talk about the real Juggalos out here. Von Kitten Jr., not that he is a
Good
Juggalo.
transition.
Terrible segue.
We're always working on
Terrible
the perfect
segue.
transition, and Jared is just nailing it.
He's the professional fun hour. Love the drone shots, actually. Really, really sick for both the track battle, the bracket battle, all the TCR racing. But
You know, they call that a bird's eye view, but I feel like birds don't just sit there looking down forever.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lie. Can we fix
Spider-Man view.
Can we
Well,
fix
look at
this?
Beautiful cloud pattern here. It looks like we're held up here on grid. That was what?
That was Jared Deanna with the weather. Back to you,
Yeah.
Sam.
We're up here in the chopper.
There we go,
we're
drift
coming
truck.
down.
This is Jeff Stonebeck in the drift truck. You can see he's got some JDM inspired style with his flashing lights. It's Bosuzoku.
Yeah, that is
Yakuza
that is
style.
full
Yeah,
send
full
alert.
send.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Clutch kick that 1500 Silverado.
All right, looks like he's about to push that parking brake. Dope cloud, bro. Yeah.
Oh,
That's definitely Adam's.
all right, so there's
prop
lightning right
car.
now. That's what's going on. So right now over the intercom, they're saying, take shelter. So you know what? I'm going to get off of this full metal stage, and I'm going to go over here. So, yeah. So I was talking about looking at this weather pattern here, and actually it is a full course hold. So we're going to jump off here. You can see the cars gridded.
Is it an F5? Do we have an F5 coming?
A what?
F5? Haven't you seen the movie Twister?
I saw where the cow goes through the windshield.
Come on, bud. Twist.
Yeah. Sure.
Have you ever
Bill Paxton.
R.I.P. Bill Paxton.
RP. Pouring out.
Have you ever played the game Twister?
I have played the game Twister. Actually, last night after we had margaritas. You don't remember that?
That's actually going to be one of the games that we play this year in the campers area. We're going to do Drifter Twister.
All joking aside, I'm going to get off the stage. So we'll be back.
I'm trying to do whatever I can to keep you on the stage to see how long. All right, he's gone. All right, well, we have a rain hold, or not, excuse me, a weather hold, not a rain hold.
Joe's a little scared of lightnings.
I mean,
even though his logo is lightning ended.
Well, now the more I think about it, I also don't want to be struck by lightning.
Well, we are standing on a wooden
see you guys in a
path, so
little
I think it
bit.
should be okay.
See you guys soon.
Okay,
Later.
bye.